there is like, hey, it's your turn to choose somebody for the library board, and then that council member just chooses. We've not met. I'm Damaris.
Damaris, hi, I'm Shannon.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Well, I guess I'm supposed to call the meeting to order. It is, according to my computer, it's 1:01 p.m. And for the roll call, the first person is Frank, who we know isn't here yet, but he might come when it gets done. And me, Judy Begay. I don't think he's on yet. Shannon Greenwood is here. Catherine Moore here, and Katie Quick.
I'm here.
Okay, let's see. Do we have anybody from the, we don't have any public participation right now, do we? Unless somebody online is a public participator, we don't have any of that. So the next thing on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from October 2024. If people haven't had a chance to read them, take a minute if you have a copy, or try to remember them if you don't. And when somebody's ready, if you want to make a motion to accept the minutes of the October 2024 meeting, please do.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from the October meeting.
Thanks, Katie.
I'll second it.
Okay. So next thing we have are communications and disclosures.
Is everyone in favor?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
All right. Thank you. Please help me. Please help me. Is everyone in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Let's see. It says that on communications, there's something about a consultant, Barry Dunn, that Linda wants to talk about.
Yes, so the consultant that's been working on the study of the district is going to be here in Flagstaff on December 11th and 12th. We don't have any finer details of which things he'll be doing on which days, but I wanted to let the board know in case you are interested in coming to some of the events. So it's really just letting you know that those are the dates. If you want
December
to,
10th and 11th.
11th and 12th.
11th and 12th.
Just to, yeah, kind of tentatively mark that out, and we're going to be working with the consultant to get a more detailed list of activities that are going to be taking place. But if you're interested in meeting him and sort of hearing from him, that's going to be a possibility.
Would you send us the, like when you get the agenda?
Absolutely.
Is that for the public?
He's going to be doing some different activities. He wants to visit some libraries. I know for sure he wants to visit the jail library and the county law library, because they're very different in the way they're set up. And so one of the things we're studying, of course, is the metrics that libraries are measured by, which then determines funding. And so he wants to learn about those two in particular because they're quite different than a public library.
Right.
So that's one thing he's going to be doing. He's also going to be doing a group meeting with all of the affiliate libraries. So those are the ones that receive the county funding, and we distribute it to them, but we don't manage them. So Page, Fredonia, Williams, Sedona, those libraries, so that they have a chance to come and ask him questions, and he is going to ask questions of them as well. And we'll be firming up that agenda a lot more, but right now we just have the dates.
Okay, so December 11th and 12th, and we'll let people know when there's more information.
I will.
Okay, I just want to put that on my calendar, so I just want to also save to the 12th. Let's see, so let me get back to the right page here. All right, so now we're moving on to reports and discussion items, and the first one is the director's report. Okay.
Well, I apologize that you accidentally got last month's. I don't know if any of you looked at it and thought, gee, this is like deja vu.
I noticed, but I'm like.
We did notice, yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry, I don't know how we all missed that, but I did catch it today. So, you each should now have a copy of the real director's report, for this month. And so I'll just point out a few things on there and then just answer any questions that any of you may have about it. I think one of the extra fun activities was the pumpkin bash and smash. And that was even better than the year before because this year we had the fire truck and they dropped the pumpkins off the ladder. So it was more exciting than just actually smashing pumpkins, leftover pumpkins.
It's awesome.
So that was a very fun event that youth services put on.
Did they donate the pumpkins to that composting place?
You know, I don't actually know what happens to the pumpkins after they get smashed.
But I remember
Does
somebody
anybody here know?
composting, they were donating
You know?
old pumpkins.
I mean,
Yes, they do.
went to the I think someone went to the sustainability office because I was talking with them about compost stewardship a couple days ago.
So they were
That's
composted.
awesome.
I'm glad you asked that question. Now I know. Another item that I wanted to point out was on the second page, Andrea went to the health and wellness fair at the mall and had quite a few people stop by, around 58 people. And she said many of them said the library was their favorite place. So that was kind of a nice feedback from the community. And then one of the other really exciting things, I think, and I have photos in the report, is that much work is being done on the interior of the bookmobile, getting it ready to go out on the road again. So our new bookmobile librarian, whom I think you met at this meeting, worked with facilities, and I believe Damaris, you did it painted too, right?
I went to try to help, but I was in the way.
Oh, you were in the way, okay.
But
So
it
you
was
didn't actually paint.
But it was my idea to do the multicolored
Okay.
children's shows.
Okay.
I will take credit for that.
So that was just kind of a really nice touch to the interior to make it a little more fun. And Becca has also been working on replacing the outdated materials, getting some new materials in the collection. So once she has finished her CDL training and goes out on the road, we'll have a nice up-to-date collection, and we have the interior spruced up in the bookmobile.
And she is going to truck driving CDL school in December, the last 2 weeks of December. She already has her permit and has been out driving twice with Nate. Nate has taken her out twice, so.
Nate is the fleet services manager
Yes,
for the
yeah,
city.
yeah.
That's awesome. That's not that far. And December's not that far away now, so. Great.
Another thing, I was just gonna give an update on what the consultant has been doing. He has been putting together spreadsheets that are tracking how funds were dispersed for the past 10 years, because this kind of tells the story, and he can put together some graphs and charts showing how that is working, and also then kind of studying ways in which maybe it's not working. So that's one of the things he's been spending quite a bit of time on. And I think that's going to be great to have as he moves into the second part of the study, which is to make some recommendations on potential changes, structure, how funds are dispersed, etc. So that's the update on. Any questions on the consultant?
I just think it's awesome about, I'm just looking at it on here, about determining if the metrics are meaningful when the libraries are different. Like, I hadn't even thought about that. And reading this, and I thought, yeah, visitation is not an important metric if you're in jail. nobody visits a library, somebody brings the books on a cart. So, I was just reading an article that had to do with US News and World Report and universities. And they were saying how some of the metrics are maybe not useful and somebody gets a top ranking for some statistic that isn't really very important actually, or whatever. And, they should be doing this sort of thing like this library consultant's doing.
Yeah, and hopefully he's able to come up with some ideas for us on how we might address that more effectively. I think the way that's done right now is it's just sort of a census of how many people are in the jail and it's not really the same as a door count. I mean, it's better than nothing, but it's.
And is the door count the metric for
It is
everybody
one
else?
of,
One of them.
so
And then
there's
how many library cards, right? How many people have library cards? and-
checkouts, how many
Checkouts.
materials are checked out. Yeah, so there are several metrics that are taken into account, but an entity can be adversely affected. They don't have as high of a door count. The bookmobile's never gonna have that high of a door count because how many people can you fit in there?
Right.
So yeah, those are some of the things that, he's gonna be looking at and we're gonna be thinking about how can we do that more effectively.